in transcription. All right. Yeah, super. So hi, everybody. Thank you to, I think, close to 10, 11 people we have on board, actually more than that, for today's Greenership platform. Sort of a demo, sort of a run through to show you guys what we have sort of built or achieved academically, an educational platform that we as a consortium of partners from France, Denmark, Greece, will take in part to get this developed to the level it is today. And we want to further improve it. We want to refine it and use your feedback today to do that. So that's why we have conducted these 2 sessions today and tomorrow, is to get your feedback. I've got some people from our academia side of things, even Nidhi, somebody who's experienced in such a project like this. It's also an Erasmus funded project. And she's also done something like this, and she's also built a platform like this with her project back then. So it's good to see some people with some experience here. We have Emily, who really has a good eye to detail, I think, and she's also somebody who can give feedback. And there's also all our other partners who have brought on their trainers today, which I will actually like everybody to just say hi if you'd like to introduce yourself. So maybe let me just start myself. So I'm Dushantan. I'm the research assistant at Aarhus University, um, the sole partner from Denmark representing Aarhus University for the Greenership project. I started back in February, and we are going strong. So I'll pass it to maybe Kubra. Maybe Kubra would like to take it over and pass it to our next project partner who's on board here.
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Kubra, and I'm a project manager and the coordinator of this project on behalf of Union de Couveuse. It's a union of business incubators and the head of national network that brings together business incubators in the mainland France and its overseas territories. So today I will be presenting later, of course, a bit about the project, just set the stage for everyone before we go and dive into the platform and our results. Yeah, and thank you so much for being here on a Monday morning. We really appreciate it, and I hope you have a fruitful session and training altogether. Thank you. Now, I think I can pass it over to my colleague, Elliot, from UC. Elliot?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Kubra and Jocelyn. I'm work too at Union des Couveuses, and I'm as a project manager. I work also on this project, and I'm really happy to join this training today with all of you. Okay, I will pass I don't know, Christelle.
Can you see me and hear me? Probably.
We can hear you.
Okay. So my name is Christelle. I am working for Petra Patrimonia. We are one of the French partner for this project. I am also a project manager, and Petra Patrimonia is a workers' cooperative institution in France. Maybe Eleftherios, can I pass it to you?
Nice to meet you, everyone. Good morning. I'm Eleftherios Karaleftheris. My name is a bit difficult, but you can just call me Eleftheris for the training today. I hope that we're going to have a nice training this 3 hours ahead of us, and it's really nice to meeting you all. Hopefully, we'll have some productive demonstration of the platform. We will receive some feedback, and hopefully we will have a good result at the end. Thank you very much, and good morning.
Maybe Barbara, would you like to take the next turn?
Sure. Hello. I'm Barbara Turk, coming from Slovenia, from secondary agriculture school. And in this project, we started as a secondary school provider, so someone that will check how the trainers or the teachers can get all this knowledge and worksheets in the project, so to work. So we were like someone taking care of this secondary level check, let's say.
Thank you, Barbara. Who has not spoken? Anybody, a volunteer can come up. Nidhi or anybody who would like to introduce themselves. And
I can go. I'm Emily. I am a project manager at Aarhus University, and I'm glad to learn more about this and be here.
thank you so much, Emily. That's the spirits. And then over to the next one.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Nidhi. I'm assistant professor at Aarhus University. I'm here mostly to see how the platform looks and if I can make some comments on the feedback session as you ask. So looking forward for the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nidhi. Maybe Anne.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm Anne. I'm a PhD student at Aarhus University. Don't know much about this project, but I'm here together as well as Nidhi to provide feedback.
Thanks so much, Anne.
Hi,
China.
do you hear me?
Hi, China. We can hear you.
Okay. Hi. I'm Tainat Fauchon, consultant in sustainable development for about 30 years. And I'm in France and working here for Petra Patrimonia.
Super. Thanks, China. Maybe Agliki or Matea. Oh, yeah. Good there.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello, my name is Angela. I'm a political scientist and I'm an EU project manager. And my role today is that I will provide some feedback about the platform. And it's nice to meet everyone.
Nice to meet you too. Then we can go to. Has Elliot presented? Oh, Elliot did present. Yes. The Matea, is it pending in for Tiny?
I will say for Mataya, she has a problems with her microphone.
Okay.
So yeah, she's my colleague.
Ah, that's fine. Thanks for joining
Yeah.
us. And what about for Tiny? Is the last person? For Tiny Platsika. Yeah. Are you there? Would you like to say a few words? And with Ramona joining as well. Okay. Maybe Ramona would like to say hi. I know Ramona is not shy to say hi. Hi, Ramona. Can you hear us? Okay, maybe she can't hear us. I think you're on mute if you're. Oh, okay, maybe she can't hear us. Okay, so thanks, guys, for introducing yourself. That was a nice way to just, first of all, just to know the blend of people here today. I can see there's people of different backgrounds, whether it's from political science or whether it's from academia. Some people who worked on such a project before to not knowing what this project is about even. So this is something we can just gradually build on. So we will start with something to introduce. Ramona says, I can hear you. It's a pleasure. Okay, thank you, Ramona. Oh, can you hear us?
Yes.
You can introduce yourself too. There's no rush. You can say something about yourself.
Well, I don't know how to. So to introduce myself, we started the project together before going to before giving that to Kubra that managed very well the project development. And she told me last week that you have this LTTA, so I was willing to join you to say hello to everyone, see what you developed. I'm a project manager working for a different organization. Most of them supporting entrepreneurship. So I thought that what you are proposing today and tomorrow could be interesting. So thank you.
Yes, we also value your feedback, your experience in these type of projects today as well. So thank you all. I hope I've not missed anybody. Forgive me, or if not, just raise your hand. Okay. So I'll start with a small introduction just to get things started off. I just want to say the Greenership project is sort of an internationally impactful project because whatever we do in the EU also reflects globally. So it's focused more on promoting sustainability, green skills, and of course inclusive education, right, within higher education, and also for professional development. So we're looking at the project to aim to equip the students, the educators, and even professionals who want to gain more knowledge, competencies, and digital tools that would need to basically to support their transition to a greener and more sustainable economy. And as you can see, we have a lot of partners here from Europe, that is Denmark or France or Greece. And of course, this can be applied to other countries that could be further, adapted since this is something built for everyone around this level to use. So Greenership, of course, we are emphasizing on interdisciplinary of learning, environmental awareness, innovation, and social inclusion by addressing topics such as green entrepreneurship, sustainable business practices, gender equality in the green sector. And of course, there's also a bit of digital transformation, which is something that is very relevant for today. Also, that's why we also have our digital partner, who's part of our project group from 50/50, and they'll also help us run through the demo later on. So basically, we've come together as a lot of universities and bring our academic knowledge, our project knowledge, our industry knowledge, and develop this based on research and sort of made an academic related platform where students and educators can come on board to benefit from. So the project looks to basically develop educational resources. In summary, there are training modules in there. There are some best practices highlighted there, which could use to strengthen the green competencies and support even the sustainable development goals, as everyone knows how important they are, these SDGs, right? So I would also like to share my screen so that I can just quickly run through today's agenda quickly. Maybe Cooper could tell me if... Oh, need permission. Okay. I hope everyone has had a look at the agenda at least. Let's see. Okay, there seems to be a record sharing issue. Cooper, are you able to share the agenda I shared on the mail by any chance? Just to open it up for me.
Actually, I'm having a screen sharing issue too.
As well?
Yeah.
It's
It's about system settings, but I couldn't solve it out since morning.
Oh, yeah. Anyone from our team, Letherius, maybe somebody who can just open up, just to share their agenda if you have it in that mail. I can quickly run through that. There seems to be an error here as well. In the meantime, I'll just run through a few things to understand, for you guys to know that we will be having this session for approximately 3 hours, but we will possibly even finish earlier. And we will have a small break in between just for you guys to breathe in case it's too much to take on board. Also, to heads up, it's not too intense as well. We are going to run through it step by step for you. So today's agenda, roughly, we're looking at to start now, as I've already given you a small intro, and there's actually Danae joining us. So after a small intro, I'll actually pass the baton to UCE, okay, today, who'll give you a small purpose and vision behind this whole project so that you know what we're doing and why we're doing it. And of course, we will then go into more of the application part to show you how it works, the platform, to demoing for you to try it out, play out with it. And then we'll go into sort of feedback and discussions afterwards. We also will finish off with sort of a feedback form, so you can share your feedback to us, and we can work on that as improvements and use that accordingly. So thank you all for joining, firstly, and I'll pass it to, is it Crystal? Or is it Crystal who will take over, or Kubra?
It's going to be me.
It'll be Kubra. Okay.
Yeah. May I just request from Eleftherios or Elliot to just share my presentation, because I'm having some, technical issues, some system settings issues in my laptop, which I've been trying to figure this out since this morning, but unfortunately impossible. I'm just sending you the link.
Yes, I will share it.
Okay. Do you have the access, Elliot? It should be in presentations folder. Yeah, great.
On the drive.
Yeah. It's the link is in the chat.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Elliot.
Thank you so much. You're a savior.
There we go. Over to Kubra.
Everyone can see the screen.
Yeah.
Maybe full screen. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So good morning, everyone, once again. And once again, welcome to the Greenership training of trainers. As Dushantan has already mentioned, that this is an Erasmus Plus VT project. And actually, he also mentioned our focuses and our goals in the project very briefly. And before we start with the practical part of the training, I would like to actually briefly introduce more about the project and what Greenership is and why we are here today, and actually what you should expect today as well. So I won't go into too much technical detail here, because the main part of today is really about exploring the platform, the tools, the educational materials we have created as all partners. And as you can see in the presentation, Greenership was developed because we see several needs coming together. First is the growing demand for green and renewable energy skills, because the labor market is changing and learners need new competences to understand sustainability, renewable energy, and also green entrepreneurship. I know that we blend several topics together. We are trying to melting down in a pot that is we hopeful to be harmonious and useful and impactful, of course. At the same time, we have also seen the need for vocational education trainings to be more practical and more connected to the labor market. So the idea is not only to give information or to give, promote or raise awareness, but also to help them see how these topics can be used in their jobs. And even their business ideas, because we are also focusing on the green entrepreneurial dimension. So another important point is the gender equality, because during our needs analysis, we've seen that women and other represented groups are still not equally represented in many green and renewable energy sectors. So as Greenership project and the partnership, we want to make this make learning in this field more inclusive and more accessible, of course. So how, as you all know, Well, as you've just learned, we are a consortium of 6 partners from 4 European countries, France, Greece, Slovenia, and Denmark. So as you can see, we bring different expertise. UC is supporting the entrepreneurial dimension of the project. As I said, it's the national head of National Network for Business Incubators. And then we have CDU Petra Patrimonia, which is also supporting social incubation and innovation in green and blue economy. We have another partner from Greece, in addition to 50/50, Annex Energy. They are not represented here today, but they also bring expertise, industry expertise. And we have 50/50, our technical partner, who has been dealing with the platform development and digital learning. And we have GRM Novo Mesto from Slovenia, which represents the VET sector, the actual educational partner. And we have the Aarhus University, for the industry and academic knowledge. So as you can see, Greenership is not focused on one topic. Actually, we try to blend in different topics such as green skills, renewable energy, eco-innovation, digital learning, green entrepreneurship, sustainable business, gender equality, and inclusion. So we try to make these topics all connected so that we can create something meaningful and impactful for our target groups. So speaking of target groups, the project has been designed and implemented for several target groups because we know that green transition and all these areas, they don't involve only one type of actor. So one of the main target groups and our direct beneficiaries, target users are VET trainers and educators like many of you here today. Because trainers are important because they will pass the knowledge to the learners. Another group is the students and trainees. They are the final beneficiaries who are expected to benefit from the materials by developing green skills, entrepreneurial thinking, and a better understanding of the sustainability and renewable energy opportunities. The project also speaks to the green entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs because the models are not only theoretical, and we try to, design our materials to be, aligned with the Entrecomp and Digicomp, so that they are also meant to support people who want to develop sustainable business ideas and understand opportunities in the green economy. And then we also have the organizations, green businesses, policy or education stakeholders to widen the impact of the Greenership project. We try to create an ecosystem with different actors. And what we want to achieve is to create useful and practical educational resources for trainers and learners. This includes materials on green entrepreneurship, sustainability, renewable energy, and gender equality, which also includes digital tools that can help or support trainers in delivering these topics, hopefully in a more engaging way. And we want learners to not develop only not knowledge, but also practical skills and competences and confidence. And they should be able to understand the green opportunities, think about sustainable solutions, and also implement gender equality principles to be more gender friendly and more equal learning environments and workplaces as well. So with the projects, we want to create impact on different levels. For example, for the trainers, the aim is to help to improve their capacity, or not improve their capacity because they have the capacity, but just to, provide them with the tools so they can diversify their learning and enrich their teaching practices as well. So we want the trainers to be more confident teaching the greener entrepreneurship, sustainability, and the gender equality topics. And for learners, we want to see stronger green and entrepreneurial skills, and we want them to better understand of opportunities in sustainability and renewable energy and green business creation. And for organizations, we want to support them to offer better or more innovative training offers, and to help them include these topics in their existing teaching programs or any other relevant services, and to make their training more inclusive and practical. So to achieve this impact, we are offering several connected resources. First, we have the Greenership curricula. Actually, we have two curricula. The first one focuses on the renewable energy green sector, and the second one is gender equality, more focused on the gender equality. Then based on that, we have designed our toolkit for the trainers, which you will see example lesson plans and the content ready to use or adapt for your teaching practices or for your learners. And then comes the thematic models. These cover topics like green entrepreneurship, again, the all focus areas, and these are addressed to the learners, VET learners or entrepreneurs. The idea is to provide them with a very straightforward and easy to implement just practical resources so they can use them independently without needing a guidance. So the idea was to have the toolkit for the trainers, and then the thematic models for the learners so they can actually practice what they have learned and turn that knowledge into practical skills and competences. So we also, and these are delivered through a platform which will be presented in the next session. Yeah. So for us, you're not only here as the users of the platform, of course. We are all together to discuss and improve and to make things better. And we need different sets of eyes so that we can all together understand, and you can help us maybe understand whether our platform is easy to use, our thematic modules or toolkits are clear or practical, or our topics, which topics are most relevant for the learners, or what should we add or what should be removed, or how we can adapt these resources to different training contexts. So we really appreciate it to share your opinions without hesitating. That's why we are here today. And we can also maybe share some good practices that could inspire all of us. It could be from your organization or from your country. Maybe you might have some really useful tools, examples, and activities. that work well with different learners. And yeah, so we would really like to hear these examples and your experience and your ideas. And yeah, so your feedback will really help us to improve the platform and to increase the impact of the project. So that's actually all from me. Thank you very much. And yeah, thank you
so much, Kubra. That's beautifully put. I think you outlined the whole purpose and vision behind the project, and also what we expect from our trainers who are present today, who volunteered to be here to support our vision. Right. So
Yep.
thanks, guys, and I hope that was clear with us. If anybody has any questions, don't feel shy to put your hand up. Just raise your hand, and I'll call you guys out too. You can feel free to share your questions as the session goes on. Yeah, you don't have to wait till the end as well. Yeah, let's keep it as interactive as we can, and yeah, just share your thoughts. It's very important. That's the whole purpose of today. So on to our next part. So we've done the two parts. The next part is actually the most interesting, the most main element of today is the Greenership platform demonstration and a sort of a guided training around it. It'll be led by 50/50 today. So we'll sort of have a comprehensive walkthrough of the Greenership platform, sort of course, sort of module creation that we had gone through, assignments and assessments that are available to assess the knowledge that you learn from it, and also some communication and collaboration tools. We also outlined analytics and learner tracking to show how we are actually monitoring their performance, their learning ability, and how they can use that to further improve their educational learning. And yeah, let's also get through some live demo of some real use cases and get you guys to try the hands-on training. So I'll pass it on to 50/50 to cover the real business today.
Should I share my screen or could someone actually connect to the platform?
I think Lefteris, I think you'll have to connect for us.
If you could share your screen, that would be great, because you will just take
Give me-
us through every step. Yeah.
Can you see it? Is it possible to see it?
I can see, yeah.
Yeah, it's visible.
Perfect. Then I think everyone can see it. So, good morning, everyone, again. Welcome and thank you very much for joining today's presentation about the e-learning platform. Today, in my opinion, I think that we're not just presenting a platform to you, but a comprehensive digital education ecosystem that is carefully designed, as Kubra said, to bridge two of the most pressing challenges of our era. The first one, in my opinion, I think it's the need for green entrepreneur skills, because we see that Europe accelerates in a transition to a low carbon economy. And the second, again, as Kubra said, is the persistent underrepresentation of women in the renewable energy sector, where currently, from the research that they have done, women only hold 1 in 5 leadership positions and continue to face significant wage gaps and career mobility troubles. So, the Greenership project was created precisely to address both of these challenges with the right tools, with the right knowledge, and of course the frameworks that we have created so far. So our platform, which you can visit it in the Greenership project.eu, serves as an accessible, interactive, and a multilingual knowledge hub. Of course, it was fully aligned in the creation process with the European credit system for vocational education and training, ensuring that all learning outcomes achieved through the platform are formally recognized, which later on you're going to see that from every module that you complete, you will receive a certificate. So let's move on to the practical side and see how the platform really works. I'm getting back to the platform.
Sorry to interrupt. Would you also be able to share the link of the website so our partners can also just click in?
Yeah,
run
of course.
through with you.
Course.
So you guys, he'll be sharing the link to the site where you can, of course, run through as he's running through it with us, so it's easier for you to follow.
I have sent the link in the chat of the link.
Yes,
So
there is.
as you can see, I'm already registered and logged in, so I'm gonna explain just a bit the procedure on how you can do that. So the architecture of our platform has been built around three core principles. The first one is that it must be user-friendly, it must be interactive, and of course it must be fully accessible across all the devices, where that is a desktop computer, a tablet, or a smartphone. Some technical also details is that it has been built around through a content management system that supports multimedia content, downloadable resources. You will see that you will be able to download all of our materials from the platform, some self-assessment quiz, and some interactive exercises that we have included in the thematic modules for learners. So let's begin with the registration process. When you register in the platform, you can either register as an educator or as a learner. So in my opinion, this single choice more or less saves your entire experience in the platform. So as an educator, and when I say an educator, I mean a vet trainer, a teacher, or a facilitator, gains access to the professional, let's say, backstage of teaching. You're being provided with structured lesson plans. Now that I'm saying it, let's also have a look in our platform. Can you see it?
Yes, you've come to the toolkit for educators. We can see that page.
Perfect. Yeah, more or less, the focus is on giving educators everything they need to effectively transfer green knowledge and competencies. I'm going to have like a presentation now, and later on we will see what each section is all about. I want to conclude with the learner perspective also, and we'll see it later. So as a learner, you can engage in thematic modules for learners. You will see that we have developed 12 thematic modules. This is also a second page here. So let's open, for example, module 12, thematic modules for learners. In order to be able to see the content of the module, you have to enroll yourself. Of course, I'm gonna do this in module 8 because in the other modules I have already been enrolled. So I'm gonna do it now with you. So let's move to module 8, which is digital and data skills for green small medium enterprises. The procedure is simple. You just enroll. You press here, start now. And this is an interactive exercise. You see the learning goals of the module, which is here to recognize how digital tools and data can support sustainable business practices, identify simple ways that small medium enterprises can track sustainability performance using digital platforms, apply responsible digital practices and basic data ethics when working with sustainability data. Here are some key, let's say, some key terms about our module in order to be able to have to be easier for the learner to navigate through the content of this module. As you can see here, we have included also some YouTube videos, some important information that, in our opinion, it's helpful. Of course, and here we have our, let's say, case scenario, which is the activities that we have explained before that each module includes in the thematic modules for learners. Here you see we have an activity title. The title is Use Data to Improve Sustainability. It's a small activity that can last from 20 to 25 minutes. Here you see the purpose of the activity. And again, you can see here your task, the scenario, the steps that you can take in order to achieve the final result of the activity. And when you complete, let's say, the module 8, you can start a self-assessment quiz that has some questions and some other stuff. So here, for example, it says, I understand how digital tools can support sustainable businesses practices, and you can either choose 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Like a rating.
It's a Likert scale. Yeah. For example, I choose 4. So next, another question I can identify. You see, there's some. Here you can give your feedback, how you respond with our activity. And of course, when you complete all of these tasks, at the end, if you press here finish course, and you get your certification for concluding the module. You see, Greenership certification of completion, module 8, the date that you completed. So now moving backwards, we have here the tool.
I hope Eleftherios didn't get frozen. Few minutes to Eleftherios to rejoin. I hope everybody can hear us, and I hope everybody's following to an understandable level so far. I hope it's not too complicated. So we have a website, just the platform, and from there you can branch off to the different areas that you need to use for the learners, if you're a teacher, also known as what do you call it? Sort of like the instructor or the trainer you want to prepare, then you take it from there.
So I think the connection.
That's okay, Eleftherios.
So
I'm just
where have you been?
No, I was just telling them to check whether everybody's on board of what you've just talked about, what you've covered.
So I was in the toolkit for educators. As I said, this is it is a highly structured guide that is built around 7 carefully developed chapters. You see here that we have module 7, module 6, module 5, 4. We're some issues here. We have we're missing some titles, but we'll fix it later on. So we think that these 7 modules create a complete roadmap for teaching green entrepreneurship. For example, at module 1, we have the renewable energy in practice. Again, you have to enroll here. Like, this module is more or less an introduction to the green entrepreneurship. So this is like a lesson plan. You can see here the full development of this. Of course, you can put in full screen. You see the purpose of this section, the learning outcomes, what learners are going to learn by the end of this module. Again, you see here some instructions for educators, the purpose of this section, the duration that you can actually put in practice this module. Here you can see that the duration is 3 to 4 hours. Again, I think that these are some really important. You see here the core lesson content, some educator notes, and of course an activity again that you can apply in your lesson. And moving back, as you can see here, we have included another section, which is the resources of this module. As you can see here, we have, for example, you can download them, of course. As I said before, it's downloadable resources. These are some tools that you can use in your lesson. You see here some learners. This is a learner worksheet that you can give to your students.
Supporting materials, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah. You see here that we have included every supporting material in every module. Let's move on, for example, to module 2. Again, you have to enroll. Again, the whole development of the module with the content. And again, here you can see the supporting resources that you can download, and this might be helpful for your lesson or for your knowledge, for the knowledge that it is for yourselves. A small presentation here. If you want to like make it a bit more simple with not so much of text. Yeah. And at the end, we have here developed 2 curriculums. The Green Education curriculum, which is again consisted of 6 different modules, and a comprehensive curriculum here. Let me open it for you. This curriculum contains 30 chapters covering renewable energy technologies, sustainable resource management, environmental conservation practices, green entrepreneurship, policy framework, and practical skills. You see here we have for each module, module 5 chapters. It's a big curriculum, but it has useful knowledge for everyone that is interested in those kind of topic. And to conclude this presentation with the platform, we have also created a second curriculum that addresses the gender equality in the green sector that we have told you before. Again, here you will be able to see 4 modules with content. And again, here we have developed a curriculum that is, we have to enroll, sorry. You have developed again a curriculum that addresses the gender equality in the green sector and provides everyone with useful information. It doesn't matter if you're a learner or an educator. In my opinion, it has useful information for everyone and consists of, again, you see the chapters here. We have the understanding gender disparities in the green sector, promoting gender inclusivity and diversity in green industries, addressing barriers to gender equality in green careers, and the last one, tools, strategies for advancing gender equality. So, in our opinion, it combines theoretical and practical knowledge. Again, you see here that we have 4 modules, let's say 20 chapters. It's very analytical. Later on in the platform, by the end of the project, you will find every material in your respective language. So for now, we have our materials only in the English version. Again, I'm telling you again that everything that you see in the platform, you can download it and use it as your own material. Of course, there are some certain things that will be that will be developed better by the time, but this is some first steps in this effort to generate the platform for the educational purpose of our project. So I think more or less this is the platform. We will, as I told you, we will include more material in some days later. Yeah. For example, one activity is some virtual study visits that we're gonna upload in the platform. This activity will, in our opinion, will bring the real world labor market directly in our digital hub. So both educators and learners will be able to witness firsthand how sustainable practices, technologies, and inclusive business models are applied in real professional environments. This activity will be like some interviews from real business people that apply our practices that we have developed in our project in real business scenarios every day. So yeah, more or less, this is the platform. We are waiting for your feedback. There's some improvement that should be applied, but I think we're in a good position to begin, and later on we will have a really nice result altogether.
Thank you so much, Leftherios. That is a nice, simple way to.
Yeah, I think it's a platform that someone can easily navigate in, find the useful information that it is for for themselves and apply those information in their everyday purpose, even if they're educators or they're learners.
Correct. And also they can choose their specific topics, subtopics that they're interested in. You know, if you're interested in just renewable energy technologies and you just click on that module, go learn, complete the module, get your certification as well. And this is free, isn't it?
It's free. Everything is free. Yeah.
This education is
Let's. Of course, you can use the website as we said before, greenership-project.eu.
Okay.
You can access the platform through here. You see, e-learning platform, and again, we're redirecting ourselves in the platform.
Sorry, we can't see the slide changing. We're still seeing the platform page.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's you can access the platform through our website. I've sent you the link in the chat. So
thanks, listeners. So this is the link to the website of the project, and that will get us to the learning platform from there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And also, do you want to just run through roughly, for those who have just opened the link to the platform, on how they could log in, what are the steps roughly they need to take? It's not that difficult, I believe. Yeah.
I'm already logged in, so it's automatically connected in the. As I said, there are two options that someone can use. You can enroll yourself as an educator or as a learner. You just type your username, your real name, email, and you put your own password, and then you are just logged in the platform. It's really simple, no confusing steps.
So they can always log in and log out whenever they're able to
learn
and continue their learning journey.
Yeah, they can save their code automatically and logged in again and again without any problem.
Perfect. All right. So before we move on to the next segment, thanks, Leftherius, first of all. I'd like to ask, does anybody at this point in time have anything that they're interested to ask Leftherius about what he just showed us? Any feedback that you'd like to bring to the table? Okay. There's no feedback at this point in time. We'll actually take it to the two perspectives that is, as Eleftherios has already highlighted, the trainer and the learner. So we'll start with the trainer on how they basically are going to use this Greenership as a way to prepare themselves, right, to teach. So what are the best practices for delivering content, and also to monitor their learners' progress, and also I think overall just to know what they can use it and where they can use it, right, in their training purpose. So for that case, we will bring Barbara, who's our expert from our team, who knows a bit more about the trainer perspective. She's a trainer herself, I believe, and she will give us a good insight on that.
Thank you. I didn't prepare a presentation because it was really everything that had to be said about the platform or about the project was already said. So from the trainer's perspective, as we have seen, in the platform, we have the curricula itself, which will help us to go through all the learning goals, so to the outcomes of the, let's say, of the training of this platform. And also in every chapter, in every module, there are learning outcomes. So you can have a look at them and see if it matches your modules or your teaching. I think that while preparing all this content in the platform, we tried to let's say follow the structure that we need, not only the content as a theoretical part, which can be, let's say, obtained from many different internet pages or other YouTube videos or whatever we are using, but to prepare also some worksheets, to prepare something that you can take in your hands and just use it. So very useful material that can be also transferred from one module, from one subject to the other, or for different EQF levels. The material was prepared for EQF level 4, so the secondary school, but with some adjustments, it can be also used in the primary school or even kindergarten, because the topics are quite broad. And if you just take a little bit out, let's say, but on the other hand, it can be also deepened, the content, and used in the university level. I'm teaching not the entrepreneurship at in my subject, but I'm teaching sustainable development, which of course it's something that we have to carry on all the time. So this content, I think it's nice because you have all the sustainability topics in one platform. And for every topic itself, we are having these presentations, hands-on, also the theoretical part, as in tool sheets, and worksheets just to print out or to use them, translate them, and use them in your class. All the teachers in the secondary school, I think that we came to a point when you don't know what to do, or you have a last second replacement hour, so you have to take something in your hands and go to the classroom. So sometimes I say these worksheets are very, very useful for these situations when you have to be prepared in a minute. So you just take the tool sheet, the tool sheets, the presentations, the worksheets, and just go in the classroom. So they're really hands-on. I hope that through all of the presentations that you have seen, and also this platform is giving us the chance for the students to go through the teaching material by themselves, so they can do the training by themselves, and we just have a look at their progress with their assessments, which were also prepared. What can I also say about this platform? I hope that you will have a look, that you will enroll and use it, just to see how simple, in fact, it is to use. This was also one of our goals, that the platform is simple to use, and it will give you a lot of material to work with. Did I miss anything?
That sounds about right, Barbara. So from a trainer perspective, you've talked about the materials. I think you've talked about the worksheet, the things you could take to teach. You've talked about the time duration of things to outline and prepare,
Yeah.
the assessment side. And I think the style of teaching, of course, each teacher comes with their own flair of how they would want to deliver their content, just like any educational institution. But since this is sort of a vocational educational related content, there's more practical things to it that is very crucial for the learners learning. So I think it's very important here that we have to ensure that happens, as a trainer, as much as there's a lot of pages of education content that they can read up, it has to be engaging. It has to be interactive. It has to be even group work wise, or whether even if you're doing it individually, it has to be really engaging. So that is something we have sort of thought through when we came up with the exercises for each of these modules. Yeah, but I think as Barbara is saying, from her perspective, this is sort of the way. And she spoke about EQF level, right? Do you want to just elaborate a bit more about what is this EQF and what are the differences in that? Maybe some of these people would like to know as well.
Yeah, so EQF level, this is education qualification level. It divides our education in different stages with the different levels of not just knowledge, but also skills and attitudes. It's the same as a European qualification level, so framework. Of course, it's on the European level, which means that it's the same for all of the Europe. And the level of knowledge is, so what will they learn, or on which how deep they will go in their knowledge, in their skills. It's also very important, and written also in this European framework. What is the most, let's say, important in these levels, maybe, or the framework, or for VIT, so for vocational education and training? As Tushtan said, very important is that we know that our students are not theoretical, let's say. They learn by doing, not by learning. Not that you give them some material and they will read and learn. It's very important that they understand through practical work or through the activities. That's why we included also problem-based learning. So they are exploring something that is in the real life, so some problems, some complications, or some situations that we have in real life. And according to that, they are searching for solutions. They are searching what can they do, how they can help, what they can use to solve those situations or problems. We realized at school that this is the most effective way, because sometimes we forget. Me as someone with university degree, I couldn't understand how can they not be concentrated on a topic for 1.5 hours, because this is what we had. 1.5 hours was, let's say, the minimum of the of our subjects, of our teaching hours, but they lose it. They lose the concentration about 5 minutes after you start. So you have to change every time. You have to involve them. You have to bring them back, we say, and they have to think about what they are doing. So keep them engaged. And sometimes explain the theory through the practical work. They do something, it's not good, they miss something, so the result is not the best. And then you go back. Why is this? Why this happened? How you should do it so it's not happening again? And they learn through that. So it's really important that you, let's say, just think what are their abilities, so what are they capable of, and adapt your teaching to their specifics. And this is what you can do also with our worksheets, because they are wide enough. Let's say they give you an outline, but you can adapt them to your topics, to the level of your learners, and of course to you. As a teacher, we all, as was said, we all have some way how we teach, what we do, and this is what we can then use in this with this platform. So you can use it as a platform and provide them in 4th grade of vocational education. So in the last year, you can say, let's do it. You will open it, you will solve it, you will read, you will do the assessment, or you just take the presentations and do it yourself and interact more with the students.
That's right, Barbara. And also personally for myself as an engineer who studied very educationally, as Barbara put, very more theoretically, the practical aspects are so crucial when you step into industry. So that's why this is very important at the end of the day for the job market, for the green industry as a whole, for getting students and young learners to transition to reality, real life. What do I do in this scenario? How do I problem solve? How do I digest a problem? How do I take it step by step? How do I be calm? So these are preparing people for the real life that they will have after their education. So that's why you have the practicality to it. And I also am backing up that because it's, for me, I saw that was very important to have. Is there some challenges as a trainer's perspective, Barbara, that you want to say from your side that you've experienced that other trainers should have? Just something short you would like to say about that, if any challenges you faced.
The challenges, for me, the greatest of the challenge of all challenges is not with what we have as a theory content, but maybe to understand that our vocational learners, they have their own perspective, so they have their own knowledge, sometimes on some topics even more than we have, because of the practical work of all the stuff they're doing at home. And in this way, I see that sometimes we are a little bit offended that they want to speak up. That's not true. You have to take care. And this was for me, let's say, one of the biggest changes I had to do, to say, yes, let's check it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my point of view is not the best. Let's hear yours and we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. So this was something that we have to take in consideration. And this is also what problem-based learning is about. So you give them the chance to speak, to explore, and that we also learn from them. Not just sometimes we said that the professor is the one who knows the most and asks questions to those who don't know as much. But be careful, maybe you're wrong. And this is what we have to see. And as I said, every teaching material is nice. It's very useful. But take care to the level of education or to the level of their knowledge. So adapt the material, some steps back if needed, just to give them this possibility that they can follow you. If you're too high or too fast, they will not follow and the hour is lost. So keeping track with them. Sometimes small steps are better than one big. You come a longer way. Yeah.
That's right, Barbara. That's right. I think you basically are also saying to customize it to your preferential way of teaching.
Yeah.
Maybe your students look at the audience you're teaching to, or customize it to what they know, what they would like, what they are interested in as well. There's some things you adapt. Of course, some discipline is needed to ensure students get something more than what they already know. What they already have is a basis. It's to learn at the end of the day. So thank you, Barbara, for giving us the trainer perspective from what we can expect this Greenership platform can be used for. What I suggest is, guys, we'll have a quick 7 minutes pause. In Denmark, they say pause, which means break. Okay, have your coffee or something. We'll join back at 10:30. So don't log off or anything. Just go on mute or close the video, and we'll rejoin at 10:30. Okay, guys. So we can pass it on to Christelle, who will give us the learner perspective. So we've just covered trainer perspective. After the break, we will have the learner perspective. All right.
Great. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. All right. Hope everybody had a small break, just to move your legs a bit. And since we were sitting down for 2 hours, so thanks for being patient as well. So today, for the next part of the session, we'll be actually passing to Christelle. We'll give it a bit of a insight on what we should be thinking as a learner. How to stay interactive, how to stay connected to the content, and she'll give you a overview on that. So I hope everyone's back, and over to Christelle.
Okay. Can you see my screen that I have shared?
Yes, we can see your screen, Christelle.
Okay. So I'll take over to introduce the platform from the learner perspective. We are going to follow on the platform and see what is available. Let me see if I can. All right. We will proceed step by step. I will do my best not to repeat what has already been said, but still I'll give you a quick recap of what was covered in the early stages. So the first thing maybe is to access the platform. I put myself on the learner's shoes. You have here the website of Greenership, and then you can click on platform e-learning, and you arrive on the platform. Then, as you know, we have to register. So Eleftherios told you the registration is actually here on the main page, but I am already logged in as well. So you arrive once you have entered your email and choose your password, you are here in the main page. That is the first thing. Probably you are now familiar with the home page and the 4 tabs, the thematic module, the toolkit for learners, and the 2 curriculums, the green education curriculum and the gender curriculum. So, oops, sorry. I will focus my presentation probably on the thematic module, because the thematic module is meant for learners. Can you still see my screen? Because there is some technical issues and it's flipping. I don't know why.
We can see your screen. We can see module 12, module 11, module 10, module 9.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
That's no problem. So for the thematic module, for learners, we have developed 12 modules, so you can sort the modules. For each module, you can view various details like the number of lessons, the number of learners who have already taken the module, and the status. As you see on the screen, there is 3 different stages. Enroll now. This is for the module you have never viewed. Continue learning. That is for the module you have started but not completed. And finally, you have somewhere view details. That is for the module that you have completed as a learner. So we are going to take an example and try to register in a new module. If I am a learner, maybe I can take one module, module 10. I can click on the module or enroll now, and the learner just has to click on start now, and then you can see the module. So that's very simple, really. You don't need, as a teacher, to explain a lot of things. The learner can do it by himself or herself. I will go into detail about the module content, but first I'll show you what happened when a module has already been started. And in this case, the module has the status continue learning. So that's, for example, on module 1. So again, you can sort. Module 1, continue learning. You click on the module and you can see a few information about the module. So you can see that the module has 2 parts, the content and the assessment. So the module content consists on several sections. There is the learning goal, and in the learning goal, really set out all the objectives and what I will learn as a learner in this module. Then you have the Explore section, and the Explore session represents actually the course, the main course. This is a part of the module that will be of most interest for the learner. It includes definitions of key concepts, explanations. It may also include video, infographics, something to help the learner and illustrate examples. So once the learner goes through the section Explore, then there is a section Apply, and that is a bit different. The section Apply includes an activity that the learner can complete independently. It doesn't need a teacher for that. So you can see the title of the activity, the estimated time required, and detailed descriptions as well of the activity. If there is any additional material to complete the activity, the material is available to be downloaded on the resource section on the right hand side of the screen. The section resources is very important because you can also download the course material. So the three sections, the learning objectives, the Explore and the Apply sections can be downloaded as one material here. And either the learner can choose to save it or print it or whatever. He can do it by himself. If there is any additional material, as I said, you can also click on resources and you can print the material or save it for later. When everything is finished, you have to click on the section Complete. Okay, and you have also the possibility to take an assessment. So the assessment is here. You can start and basically take the assessment. Once everything is done, you can also click on the section Complete and download a certificate. The certificate will appear on the screen. You don't have to take any special measure for that. As I said, there is also another status, which is View Details. But View Details is for module that you have already completed. As you can see, there is a past here. So as a learner, I can follow on the screen which module I studied and which module I haven't. However, it is possible to go back to the module and study it again, as you can see. So it's very easy to use. It's very straightforward. And learner doesn't need a lot of advice or supervision from a teacher. You can do it on your own. And I've lost everyone, but you can do it on your own and you can be totally independent on that. Can you? Yeah, I'm back. Do you have any question from the learner perspective? Because it's very simple, actually. Once you understand there is different tabs, you have access to the thematic module, you have access also to the curriculums. But that has already been said, so I can go through the curriculums again. But this is exactly the same thing that the thematic module. You also have the status You can follow if you have studied the curriculum, if you have started but not completed the task, or if you haven't opened the curriculum yet and you have to do it. So for a teacher, I believe when you're a teacher, you can give a task, as Barbara said, during your class. You can ask the learner to take to open the internet and to take the self-assessment or to go through the module. Also, the section apply gives the opportunity to work independently or to work as a group. And that could be useful because sometimes learners don't really want to work by themselves. It's nice and comfortable to work as a group because there is some kind of open speech. You are not afraid to be wrong with other students. So maybe it's nice to take the section apply all together, even as a class, and then you have a direct feedback from everyone, including your teacher. But it can be, as Barbara mentioned, it can be a time to gather all together or to have your student back with you if somehow they start dreaming during your class. Do you have any questions about that?
Is everybody on page?
Okay.
Actually, what would be nice, I think, Christelle, if do you have something else to add?
No, it's because it's a tool, really. The platform is a tool for learners, and it's as everyone said, the teacher can use it for the class, but the most interesting part for the learners is to be able to work alone or to work as a group, but it can be a choice, and it can give you this feeling that you are learning by doing. And the apply section and the material, as everything is available, you can start during your class, you can finish at home. It's very flexible and it's very easy to use. The platform is friendly. There is no mystery about the tools. If you have completed the course, you click on complete. If you see the certificates, it means that you have seen everything about the module and you took the assessment as well.
Super, Christelle. Thank you so much for that perspective from the learner. And I think it's very crucial because they're in a different position, different way to think. So thanks for giving that perspective.
Yes,
here.
But they are the main target.
And they are also the main target. Very important for the next generation as well, for the industry as well. So before we do the next thing, I think we'll have a question from Emily. Hi, Emily. Can you hear us? I think you're on mute.
Hello. Okay, I'm unmuted. And so
Okay.
I might have missed it because I had to hop on a call a second ago. But what age group are these modules specifically for?
It's we tried to be aligned with the European framework. So basically, it's a matter of level of your students more than a matter of age, but probably between 16 and 20.
Okay, so we're looking still at like ground school, upper ground school, gymnasium, high school level students.
Yeah, high school or young
vocational
students.
training centers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just I'm a former teacher, so I'm looking at this from that perspective too, and I'm like, so cool. Thank you for that.
What age group are you teaching, Emily?
Oh, I was teaching high school.
Okay, so I think our materials, thematic models, and toolkit, I think they should work well for your students.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I was also thinking of upper secondary. and how these lessons can be adapted for those specific students, because I think like they seem pretty what's the word, open to interpretation for how teachers can use them. So I can also see them how they can be differentiated to introduce some of these themes also to younger students as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially, I was looking at one of them specifically when I was going through them, the empathy map. I thought that was really, really special and awesome. And so, sorry, this is just me rambling. You can go on now. I just wanted to know, like, specifically what target group these were for and go on. So, thank you.
No, but that was a good question, actually, because as I said, it's flexible. So the content is also flexible. And you can use it if your students are interested in green entrepreneurship or even circular economy or something like that. The green sector, anyway, you can use the module and probably adapt some of the content, but you can use it in high school, definitely.
This is a question I have out of nowhere, but how credible is this for putting this on my LinkedIn as a young boy about to go into university or go into industry? Is it something I can share the certificate somewhere, or is it more of a self-esteem boost that I have covered this knowledge and I have fulfilled the program?
Well, at the moment, probably as we focused on the level and we respected the European framework, the content is valuable. It means something. So you can use it. You can say that you took this course, and you can say that you have this kind of level. But we just started with the platform. So for the LinkedIn profile, I'm not so sure. We have to be more popular, probably. The Greenership course has to have some learners that talk about it, some teacher who talks about it, and then use the LinkedIn profile. But the course is valuable. The level is here. So it's not... if for a learner who took the course, who goes through the material, who took the assessment, it really means that you have learned something and you know about green entrepreneurship and you know about the green sector. So you can say it, of course.
Yes. Okay. So there's some value to representing what you've learned, and a student can leave thinking they've obtained something from this, right? So that's great. That's very crucial for the audience to also know that. That's why I brought that up. And actually, I also wanted to maybe let's have a quick, let's use the MS Teams feature here. Just to, if you can use the raise button at the top, if you can put your hand up and just say whether you managed to log in right now and into the platform. Can we just all have a show of hands? We're going to assist anybody who's struggling.
Yeah. Who was sorry?
Okay. You can see a 50-50 number right now, or is it because the hand is lowering by itself? I hope, because there's a feature on MS Teams that sometimes you have to say keep it up. If not, it'll just go down in a few seconds. So click on that feature if you guys see that for your screen. So I can see, yes?
Sorry, I think Emily has written something in the chat.
Right.
She didn't hear the full question.
Oh, right. Okay. The question was actually just to find out who has managed to log into the platform that Leftherius shared on our chat here. The second link he shared was actually the website to our project. From there, that you can also be directed to the platform as well. As soon as you log in, as soon as you click on it, you will see a link saying directed to the platform. Or you can use the previous one that he shared. I believe. No, you did not share a previous one, did you? No. Did you share the platform link as well?
Yes, the link was shared at the beginning of the course.
At the beginning.
Okay. Yeah.
I can share it again.
Yeah, I think this will have a reshare again, just so that anyone who has not logged in, if you can use this few minutes right now to step into the platform, so that you can actually have a small jog in it and run through a few buttons and clicks and read a bit of our content. And I think it's time to get more hands-on so that you can give some more interesting feedback that we, I think, crucially need for this session. There's a question from Anne. Do you have a test user, or do you expect us to use our own informations? If there is, what do you suggest?
What do you actually mean by saying a test user, or I don't really understand.
Anne, would you like to say your question?
Sure. Is there a unique or a test user that we all can use, or do you expect us to use our own email and create our own passwords?
Of course, you can use your email. You can create your password. It's totally confidential information. We don't share it to anyone. You just register with your email, or you can use another email that it's not a professional email, let's say.
We need individual registrations so that we can, we are able to monitor and track the usage of the platform for reporting purposes, actually. But it's just one click. You just write your username and write your password, then click on register, then it's done. You won't get any confirmation or verification email.
Exactly.
So it's definitely one click. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
How about the others? Have you guys managed to get in? Nidhi, have you managed to get in?
Yes, I finished module 12 and I have a certificate. I didn't read
That was
any
fast.
content. I was just trying to see how the flow is going and at the end, what is the result.
Perfect. That's what we need,
So
actually.
it's pretty good and the flow is clear.
Nice. China has a hand up. Is it because of you're saying you're logged in, or you have a question?
No,
You
just say
logged
that
in.
I'm logged. That's all.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
did you all log in as educators or learners?
I did as an educator.
Educator.
But can I use the
I
same
didn't have the
credentials
choice.
for sorry.
Educator.
But I can use the same credential if I want to register again as a learner?
No, you need to use a different email.
Okay.
Okay, that's important, actually. Okay, so
You cannot switch. One email is linked to one profile.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, thank you.
Also, if there is a, do you want to elaborate on maybe, is there more graphics appearing on each page later on? Like, for example, in the next module, there's a
Of
image.
course, we will add some images. We will add more graphics in order to make our platform more appealing to the audience. But I think we have time for that. It's not a big load of work.
Okay, just so the audience is aware, that's a WIP.
But in general terms, I think that the platform is well structured, clear. I think someone can guide themselves through it very easy and find the content that is suitable for their needs.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I would like to note that this is one of the early iterations of the platform. So that's why we are gathered today to identify any bugs, any issues, or anything visual or content-wise. to just get your feedback. And if something stands out, please let us know, because as I said, we're here today for this.
So that's perfect, guys. So what I would do is, since we're all maybe interested in different topics, different modules, maybe like Nidhi was interested in one, maybe Tanya might be interested in another one. Should we use about 10 minutes or 15 minutes to just play around with the module that you're interested in and just give it a shot at running through, maybe read some of the content, maybe try the exercise, try the quiz as well, and just play around with it. I think it's a good way for you to then, when we go to the feedback session part, it'll be easier for you to give something that you can say for us to improve on, or something to even say that we're doing well. Feel free to also say positive things. It doesn't have to be also negative things. We also want to know what's good about it, from a third point of view, the third perspective, so that we improve. So should we use about, Cooper, do you think 10 to 15 minutes? What do you think?
I think 10 to 15 would be okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Nidhi.
I have a quick question. So the feedback you are expecting is in terms of the UI flow, content, overall look and feel, or the flow? Or so what specific I have to focus more on?
That's a good question. Cooper, do you want to say roughly what they should be focusing on?
Well, obviously you don't have enough time to check all the content, but if you notice anything, or if anything stands out in the content you're checking, you can also share that, but you can also focus on the UX, perspective as well. So
Okay.
a more holistic, review, let's say.
Okay. Thank you.
Because we have we are coming from different backgrounds, different educational and professional backgrounds. Some of us might be working in the IT, so we can focus on the UX and UI flows. And whereas some of us might focus on the content-wise, pedagogical, perspective. So that's really up to you.
Feel free to use your expertise. We need you there as well.
Yeah.
And also as just a normal person, day to day, how you use them, what you see in your eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, put yourself in the shoes of an educator or a learner. So
yeah. So guys, we connect in about 15 minutes. So I'll call it 11:15. Okay, 11:15. We can unmute and share some feedback. Just a small discussion first, and then I'll share your form where you can privately fill it up during the session. Then we can close off there for today. So feel free to unmute or remove your camera, and we connect in 11:15. Okay. So just play around with the website, and happy learning, or happy preparing as a trainer. Hi, everybody. How is it going there? Is everybody managed to navigate and try a few things out so far? How's it going? Maybe somebody who's not in our team will can say something. Maybe I think Nidhi has already spoken. I would like to hear from Fotini or Dene, Anna.
Okay. Okay,
Taylor.
I find it very well done and very simple to use and very complete. It's going to be very useful. I heard before that you think it's for people from 18 to 20, about. I think it can be higher level. I used to teach also, and I think it can be very interesting for a higher level also.
Is it because of the sort of topics that are available there, or is it because of the not difficulty, but more like the level of the language used in terms of terminologies? Do you feel, is that why you feel the content can be used for high age groups as well?
For the topics first, because those topics are not very used, I think, before higher levels.
Yeah.
And it's very useful for entrepreneurship, which is higher than 20 years old, usually. And the way it's done, it demands a lot of first time to for reflections, time to read, and the whole course needs time. And I think it's made for people who are really interested for these topics.
Yeah, I think that's right. The fact that you pointed out they're not the usual high school or high school topics as well. There are some that can be, but there's not all. Hence why it's upskilling the student, upskilling the learner to prepare you for industry. So thank you so much, Taina, for that feedback. That is actually
just one more thing. That's what I think, but I think it's very interesting to learn for younger people also, so they are prepared for the next step.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much, Taina, for that. Who would like to share their feedback? And maybe Mo's University or Nigaliki is there. Oh, Anne is there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I find it somewhat easy to use. I needed to remind myself I had to press the start and not just, the course. I have a question about your pictures. Why do you choose so many pictures in a gray shade with no colors?
Actually, these are not pictures. They're just spaces that we will include the pictures later on.
Okay.
If I understand correctly, you refer in the pictures next to each module, right?
No, just when I look on your website and somewhat, you have, for example, on the front page, all these windmills with some mountains, and so on behind, but it's in a fairly gray shade. And then if we are looking if I'm just rolling around, I like all your colors, the yellow and the green, but the pictures are just a little bit grayish. And then there are some in your, I can't remember which did I, let me see. I think I did number 7 and 6 or something, but in the text, I think you need to go over it again. Sometimes you are using lowercase and sometimes you're using uppercase and it's not consistent. So maybe just go over the grammar again. And then the Danish translation. I think you need to look into that. I just looked just because I can. But maybe go over that again. It's a little bit, I don't know who translated it, but it sounds a little bit funny.
Yes, I think there is some proofreading to be done for the language translations.
Yeah. But
That's-
otherwise, I really like it. It was easy and some. I really like the topics also because I teach them myself.
No, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So that's actually a good thing that you pointed firstly about the theme, because that's to do with engagement, to feel attracted to the site as well. I think color is an important topic as well, and
Especially for your target group.
And the purpose of it being interactive as well. I think we also spoke about like different badges and things to give as way ahead, also certifications. But yeah, those are small developments that we will talk about, I think, to see how to further brighten up the pages or brighten up the content as touch-ups. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was easy and yeah, again, overall I really liked it.
Super. And that's another different dimension. Thank you so much for that. Who else we have here? We have Angeliki. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly.
No, my name is Angeliki.
Angeliki. Sorry.
But that's not a problem. I did also some research, and I find that it's also very easy to navigate. And I like that in each module you have first the theory and then the apply. And I find interesting that all the activities are very specific to each module. And as a political scientist, also I find it interesting that you talked about inequality and gender equality. Personally, yeah, and I see some typos. But I think you said that you will fix it, and that's okay. Overall, I think it's a very useful platform, and with some changes, it can be great.
That's right. Thank you so much for that. I think that's it's all about polishing, isn't it? So grammar is also very essential, as learners could also observe that, even a trainer could observe that, and yeah, it's an important aspect as well. Dr. Matea is also there. I think. Would you like to say any feedback, Barbara, or Barbara's colleague? Is it Dr. Matea? Then we have Anna Marjanovic.
Yeah, those are my colleagues. I'm sorry. Matea just said she has lectures now at half. Yeah, she joined, she listened, but she told me before that she has lectures. And Anna, in fact, is in another building, so I don't know what's happening. But yeah.
Okay. Anna, could you hear us? Oh, okay, maybe not. Okay, so anybody else, would you volunteer to share your feedback as well? Or anybody else want to say anything? Your chances now. I hear Nidhi. That's about volunteer.
Yes. I like the overall flow. I did the module 10 from educators login. So the flow pedagogically designed is nice, like the learn, explore, apply, and reflect. That is the good part. I did have some comments on the UIX part, like when we are in the module, maybe a roadmap or a timestamp somewhere on the navigation bar to see that where we are, so the students are not lost. So there is something on the first page that you are 0 out of 2, 0 out of 1, but maybe something as you go to the one and next navigation that would be helpful. And I don't know, maybe instead of having individual certificate for each module, you can just have something like a scorecard. It's just a suggestion. And then when you have like all 10, then you can get an overall certificate that you can use.
Nice.
Overall, it's nice. The content-wise, it's really good.
Super, super. I think that's a nice way. You've actually sort of identified there could be some sort of tracking, saying after clicking on a module, like you had the status, sort of like a status where you are at,
Yeah.
what's next. So,
And also where the additional contents are, like maybe now it is for the placeholder. So it says video 2. So maybe instead of video 2, you can just name it like what exact content of the video is. So when you have these resources to download the PDFs, so there it says video 2.
As in put the name of the video or give a title.
Like something
right?
titled, know more about this topic, know more about sustainability.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Rather than keep it anonymous. Yeah. Thanks, Nidhi, for that. Would you like to share something else, Nidhi? Oh.
No, I guess I'm good for now.
Okay, super. Yes, Anne is also there.
Yes, it was just when you are looking at the modules, number 10 is the start. I don't know if it's set as that as default. I noticed that I could change it, so I saw number 1, 2, then 3, but maybe I don't know if you can set it like that number 1 is the first one you see.
Some chronological order.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's good as well. I think ordering content as in what do you see visibly is also very important layout wise. So we'll also take that. I think that's a important thing to review as well. Structure. Super. I see. Oh, somebody's hand's been up. Okay. Anybody else would like to share some more feedback? If not, we can go into the Google form that I will share right now onto the chat. We will use about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. Just don't feel rushed. Give us your bit of feedback by writing through this form, and then we can actually wrap up the session today. For I think the great effort that you've put to run through with us, the patience you've put to listen to us, and I think more than anything to see how this will improve. Using your valuable feedback. I think that is something that is really crucial here. And I also wish to share the update in the future when we have updated all these things so that you guys can also use it in your learning or your teaching. Maybe your friends, your colleagues can also use that. So just for the next 10 minutes, or let's say 5 to 10 minutes, we will spend some time filling up the Google form, guys. Okay? Is everyone clear on that? So whatever feedback you've actually been sharing, just enter whatever you can remember and what you can manage as well. This is very important to us. Okay. So we connect again at 11:35. So just spend some time. You just stay online as well and do that in the background.
I have a question for you. Do you think?
Yeah, Emily. Yeah.
So when I get these things, I'm in a meeting. Sorry, my office mate was asking me if I was talking to her. So when I go into things like this, I go in it with the mindset of I'm going to break it because I know how students are, and I have a lot of thoughts stuff. Do you think we can meet at some point, maybe this week, to talk more?
Yeah, I think that's also fine because at the end of the day,
I have a lot of notes that might be too much for this setting.
Okay. I mean, for now, I think what you use is what you can manage to fit in for the next 5-10 minutes onto there. And then, of course, we can have a productive chat about it as well. And I can get down some meeting notes done for that.
Let's do that so I can come to you with a lot more notes.
Yeah, that's also fine.
Cool.
Yeah. For now, just fill whatever you remember. Yeah. On a summary sort of way. Maybe Kubra, in the meantime, about the next 5 minutes, if you can just give us an update of how many responses you've managed to receive.
Sure.
Thank you.
It might take to 5 to 8 minutes. Yeah.
Hi, Cooper. Hi, everybody. Maybe Cooper could give us a small update on the roughly headcount.
So far, we have had 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
How many do we have? 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
Partners won't be filling up, I guess, for now, but we can also spend some time to fill. 1,
2 from now it's 5.
Yeah, I think we expect around 6, 7, 8. Because I think I'm not sure if Barbara's colleagues are actually able to take part at the moment.
9. Yeah.
Hmm.
9 external to the project partners.
So what we can do is also we can share the survey across on email
6.
to the participants.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope everybody had a chance to express their feedback for what we have just showcased to you in the past 2 and almost half hours regarding our platform. And not to feel rushed, but I think you're also free to share later a little more if you want to. If you missed something just now to fill in, you're also free to share that later. So I will share a mail with the form so you can share that across to us in your convenient time. And I think even Emily would like to schedule maybe a session. We can have a discussion over it, and I can note down some points and share it to the team later on as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Thank you.
So thank you all for today. I think we're finishing just about 15 minutes earlier than time, or a bit more than that. So thank you for being disciplined and came on time and got this running. And thanks to the partners as well. From Lefteris, Christel, to Kubra, to Barbara, to everyone who took part, voluntarily came out of their schedule to be part of the session today. Really helped us. And we had a really good fruit blend of a mixed bag of different perspectives that we needed, from the translation perfection to the color scheme, to the flow of how to track each module flow when you click onto it, So these are all things that we need at this point in time. So thank you all. Wish you a great lunchtime. Wish you a great Monday. And maybe all the project partners can stay on for a bit. The others can disconnect. So thank you all for taking part. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your precious time.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a great day.